Today, other interesting business news, you have Whole Foods to try small bodega style stores. This, as everyone always says, retail is dead, which is a cliche as old as time because of the dawn of e-commerce, but retail is not dead, it is simply evolving. So in this case, it looks like you're going to try to, instead of having the massive conglomerate, the huge footprint real estate that a normal Whole Foods store has, you're going to try for some kind of micro stores. Now, it looks like the typical square foot of a Whole Foods store currently is about 40,000 square feet. And that's a heck of a lot of organic produce and asparagus water, which hilariously they did sell that at one point. Asparagus, raw asparagus in just a jug of water. And it was like $15 or $16 for asparagus water, which I thought was a joker and it's kind of hilarious, but people bought it too. They claim it was an error, they didn't mean to do it, but people bought that for $15, $16 for a jug of water filled with asparagus. Asparagus water. But nevertheless, it's fascinating to see the people who shop there. Now, the new footprint of these little bodega style stores, they're going to be approximately about 14,000 square feet. So less than half the actual footprint of the traditional big Whole Foods markets. Now, they also tested this previously by 365, which, I don't know, in terms of marketing, still doesn't seem like a great brand to me. But I think that's their whole label. I was going to say the Whole Foods whole label. Their store brand item, I believe. Now, of course, Amazon said they're trying to increase their revenue from the grocery business and developing low-price brick-and-mortar chain under Amazon's Fresh brand. And granted, Amazon also owns Whole Foods. Now, they also note that the first is going to set to be opened up in New York City before expanding to other cities. So, yeah, will it ever make a profit? That's not a good question, considering the crime rates in New York City and the lack of district attorneys' appetite to actually prosecute them. And what about your employee safety? Kind of begs the question. I mean, financially speaking, it makes sense to have a smaller, more dense store where you can perhaps get a better return on investment because, again, real estate is not cheap. But it'd be interesting to see. I mean, New York City, not the safest place. Businesses on average are more leaving the city. But, maybe it'll work for them. I don't know. Would you ever shop at a Whole Foods little mini bodega? As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, we're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up and thumbs down or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.